for another week, another delicious cereal review. This week we're going to be taking a look at Honey Maid's S'mores cereal. Personal favorite of mine, especially in adulthood. As a kid, it's one that I never really had. Usually I would go more towards like Frosted Flakes or Fruity Pebbles, but as an adult, this one is probably my go-to cereal I'll pick. And for a lot of good reasons. But yeah, no, the flavor itself. Well, actually, before we talk about the flavor, I want to talk about the composition of the cereal. So with the post Honey Maid S'mores cereal, what you have is you have these golden graham like pieces. That's a General Mills cereal. Cocoa Puffs piece, also General Mills, and then these little white vanilla-y marshmallows, which are just little dehydrated marshmallows, which are usually in most cereals that contain marshmallows. But with those pieces together, you do have a very distinct s'mores taste. And those individual pieces do taste a lot like what they represent or look like. So the golden graham pieces do taste a lot like golden grahams. The s'mores pieces, or the Cocoa Puffs pieces, definitely taste like Cocoa Puffs, just a little sweeter. And then, of course, the dehydrated marshmallows. You've had one, you've had them all. I will say my biggest gripe with this cereal is if we were to break it down percentage-wise, I think the box would probably be about 70% of those little golden graham pieces, which is fine for somebody who really enjoys golden grahams, but once you get down to it and you start getting spoonful after spoonful, it really is just a golden graham cereal with a slight chocolatey taste and some marshmallow bits to break it up every now and then. That's not saying it's bad. That's just saying if you're not particularly a fan of golden grahams, I don't think you'll be a fan of s'mores. It's probably the most overbearing flavor in the box. So much so that you barely ever get the Cocoa Puff taste unless you isolate that by itself. But I will say s'mores, while great in a bowl with some milk, is probably one of my favorite cereals to just eat dry in like a trail mix type situation. To me, it's one of those perfect like grab a handful and snack on a type cereals. It hits all the right notes for just a sweet quick snack. I wouldn't necessarily say they taste like s'mores. I think s'mores is a distinct taste that many companies, many different food products have tried to imitate many a time before, but unfortunately just can't seem to hit the mark. It is a unique taste, and I don't think it's something that can be very easily replicated. So yeah, overall, like I said, while it is a huge favorite of mine, I can't help but to look at it from a subjective point of view, and I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. If the intensity of the golden graham type pieces were cut back a bit, or the percentage was dropped down and the other things were brought up, so if it was more like a 40-20 type balance of piece distribution in the box, I think it would rank higher. But with those golden graham pieces being so overwhelming, that is the primary flavor you get, and at that point you might as well get golden grahams. But it's nice to have that like nice little brevity of chocolate and marshmallow to break that all up. So 7 out of 10. I do want to thank you guys for joining me for another delicious cereal review. My hope is that next week I'll have a permanent setup, or a more permanent setup, ready to go for you guys, so I can get these out consistently and readily. But yeah, no, I thank you guys for joining me this week. If you guys have any suggestions on what cereals I should review next. I'm always open to more ideas, to suggestions, especially in the next coming weeks. I don't really have anything planned, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe there's a particular cereal you saw at the supermarket that you're just iffy on, and you don't necessarily know if you want to, jump forward and buy a whole box of it. That's why I'm here. So yeah, feel free to suggest something down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Catch you guys next week.